isn't all that simple. Sometimes we get thrown curveballs that make it so that we need to step back. Hello, my name is Lindsay Guichard, and I'm an online licensed marriage and family therapist and the creator of thetravelingtherapist.com. This week's video, I was planning on doing a follow-up from 5 to 7 days of time tracking, but you know, life isn't all that simple. Sometimes we get thrown curveballs, make it so that we need to step back and think about other things for a while. And so what I wanted to talk to you about is that this week was that for me. I had my, my day planned, and I was, in the midst of going through my day, and I got some news that I was not expecting, nor was I prepared to hear. And what that did was that threw me off my time tracking, and that is okay. We get these plans in our heads that we are going to live life a certain way. Yeah, so basically this week I have not been time tracking at all, and that is okay. I took a break from my 30-day challenge of time tracking, and I had every intent of continuing with it and to learning patterns and things, but this news that I got, it threw me off course. When I say off course, it made it so time tracking actually wasn't a priority. What was a priority was to let myself be sad and to reach out to others. And this week I got incredible support from people who I love. I guess with time tracking, we start to become aware of how we spend our time and all that. When we get thrown a curveball like that, we have to kind of take a pause and let ourselves feel whatever it is that we're feeling. I had to just stop and let myself feel my way through what was going on. And when we do that, when we don't just keep trucking along and we actually honor what it is that we're feeling emotionally, it's messy. It's messy, and the people around us feel it, and we can't, we have a lot of different options on how we're going to handle unexpected news, and I decided to feel it. In the past, I've done different decisions, like I've run from it, or hid from it, or just started working more, or I just vegged out and tried to escape from it. And I think the difference this time when I got a curveball is that I actually allowed myself to be sad. I allowed myself to have the different stages of grief, and when I think of grief, I think of the 5 stages of grief, and usually that has to do with death, but this time it wasn't a death, and it can be used for other things. It can be used for just loss in general, and I think sometimes we minimize different aspects of loss. If you are going through a curveball, if you are going through any sort of loss, and that's a death included, it's a marriage, it's the loss of a friendship, it's a loss of a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or or someone that you started dating and they just decided it wasn't going to work out. All of those things, depending on the severity of the loss, all of those things have the 5 stages of grief that we need to process through. And it's messy, especially if we allow ourselves to feel. And one of the things that I have learned along my way in therapy is when you allow yourself to feel what you're going through, it's painful. When you allow pain into your life, it's messy. In the past, I've tried to escape from pain. And the more that I learn about psychology, the more that I learn about what it is to be a human, the more that I learn about our losses that we have a tremendous amount of every single day, the more that I want to learn how to grieve well. I guess the fear of not learning how to grieve well is that we will spend the rest of our lives doing different things in order to avoid pain. Sometimes that's just as simple as getting addicted to exercising. Sometimes that is as simple as getting addicted to food. Sometimes that's as simple as getting addicted to drugs and alcohol. A tactic that I use a lot, and I have used in the past, is just avoidance tactics, and that's any of the that could be anything, where I just turn off and I don't allow myself to feel. And this time was very different. I allowed myself to feel. I gave myself time to really grasp what the news was going to do. If you feel like you're ready to allow the pain in with whatever situation or circumstance you are in, but you are afraid that the pain is too great, I would love to talk to you for a free 15-minute connection call. And on that call, we will determine if what you are afraid to feel is something that I can help support you in processing. If you have found that you have used coping skills in the past to avoid pain that is not serving you any longer, and you would like to learn new ways of coping with pain, it's time to reach out. If you know of someone, a family member, a friend, somebody that you have met that has recently expressed to you that they have lost their way, or they don't feel the same as they did, there are so many different reasons to seek therapy. I would love to connect with you. I would love to connect with your friend, your sister, your brother. I would love to connect with with the people around you that have come into a situation that I've been describing, where they've been hit with a curveball and they don't know how to process it, and they're afraid to process it, and it's affecting their daily life. I would love to talk to you. Feel free to give my information out, and all of the appointments can be booked on the Traveling Therapist Facebook business page. I keep that appointment booking updated, and I will send whoever reaches out for a free 15-minute connection call a Zoom link, and we will just have 15 minutes of talking about what's going on. And if for some reason my service is not a good fit for you, I have referrals for you. So I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.